Hey, thank you very much for waiting and welcome back. We are now 50% done with day 3 of Group B for the PEL Contenders here. We had an awesome set of games on Erangel. Now we're going to be moving over to Miramar for some epic games. El Podzo? Maybe.
I don't know if I can handle another city finish in Miramar. It was harsh. Like, it was amazing, but it was kind of like, whoa, because everything, like, the last couple of phases, everything popped off. All kill feed was just going crazy. But it's also nice to see something different in Miramar and even in general, because I don't normally see finishes. Even in the previous game, we had a bit of a temptation of a Pachinki finish, but then it did shift more towards the field and the hills outside of Pachinki. But that last game taken brilliantly by BetterLuckNxTime. Seen first game of the day taken by Istanbul Wildcats. So 2 games, 2 different winners.
Yeah, so far it's so good. Also, that was the first win of BetterLuckNxTime in phase 3, so I'm really happy for them. They got a great performance in this game, now in the top 8, so they're going to be pretty steady for the next game. Anyways, this game on Miramar just about to kick off. I can see the playing trajectory on my screen.
Hell yeah.
Pretty far away from El Pozo.
It is. But it was pretty far from El Pozo when it was an El Pozo City finish.
That's why.
Well, it wasn't too far, but it was...
Big brain.
Maybe big brain. And it's like BetterLuckNxTime. They started off today in 10th place. Mm-hmm. They were on a total of 47 points, so very close to the top 8 after that last result. I'd imagine they've shifted themselves up a little bit closer to the top 5 or 6. I would imagine so. Mm-hmm. And again, it's about trying to create a consistency of average points per game. You're looking between 6 to 7 to get into the top 8 based on what we've seen in the past. And then you're also looking to create that point gap difference of the teams behind you that will also give you better security for a bad game.
Going to see the drops coming on through. Team Unique, as always, they love the south of every single game. If it's Sanhok, if it's Miramar, if it's Erangel, always going to see them in the south. They do like that location. Just 20 more seconds before we see where phase 1 is going to be located. Pretty even drop in phase, but though one team that might be mixed up just a little bit is actually the forces of MJ-Esports and 4Kings towards the likes of San Martin, so they might want to try and get away. And as I said, I see MJ-Esports, they're going to be shifting for the west, just avoiding that fight as much as possible.
So there's also Brute Force and Jokers have landed either in Los Leones or just outside Los Leones, and that phase 1 circle, it's a bit more north than the teams have generally actually landed around. Like, there's no team kind of around on the 50% north side of the circle, like Cruz de Val, Toro Umada, Tierra Bronco, Azahar, all open to be kind of occupied. It's going to be easy access for the likes of, even though PG-18 are inside the circle, I'm pretty sure they'll want to get more central, but they can go from the easterly side of that road path in towards where maybe El Azahar is.
So Tempest, as always, fought Picardo. Last game, a little bit of a struggle, but still, they got out in 4th position with that last member remaining. It was Wookie Bookie, so that's going to be huge for them on this next game if they can try and just consistently get those nice points going their way. What they usually do on Picardo, they loot on early for like the first minute and a half, then they rotate really fast actually over to the center of the circle. That's what we saw them do recently on the last few games on Miramar. And because there's so much place, you talked about it earlier, north, there's no teams there whatsoever. That could actually be really good for Tempest to just try and get one of those locations under control.
Yeah, but they're also, if they take the road, like, they're kind of heading in the path of where maybe Team MOOPHEUS are. And even if they're kind of pinched, they have to go in the center of the circle from a central direct path, at least based on what we see. Because to the north of them is MJ, to the south of them is Istanbul Wildcats, and there's no real easy road to the center of the circle even from there, so they have to go straight up.
Yeah, they've got to try and be a little bit cautious if they do decide to pull off the same kind of rotations we saw in their last Miramar performances. MJ, they're going to be putting off a 2-1-1 split, just going to be a little bit taken on the west side of this first phase circle on Miramar, towards the likes of San Martin. They did avoid the fight then with 4Kings. I think both teams saw like, oh, we got 2 teams actually dropping at the same location. Let's just separate a little bit further, because early game team fights in Miramar should not really occur all that often. Which MJ, they did understand that, and they really just took their chances in their hand to just try and get away from that fight, which I do really enjoy. A lot of teams actually are located here in the southern section of the map.
Yeah,
you've got Brute Force, you've got Northern Lights, Jokers, No Tag Team, PG-18, and Team Unique. they're all going to have to try and do a shift. But actually, the full coastline on the east is actually completely unoccupied, so that's a really good entry points for most of these teams.
Exactly, that's what I mentioned earlier on. BetterLuckNxTime, they have a good position. They're on their own. They're looking to head towards maybe go for a bit of a 2-2 split, 2 in around water treatment, if not 2 around the hills above water treatment. As we do see, these teams are starting to shift their way through more centralized in the circle. ELGIGANTEN moving through. Team Unique, who are outside circle, they're generally looking to move their way through as a bit of a 2-2 split. PG18, as I said, they're still kind of holding on to the edge of the circle, but starting to make their way upwards.
Before casting the PEL, I've always been like a mentality of doing a 4-man, just sticking together as much as possible, because I love it's a team game, right? But Team Unique is the one team that's making my mentality change on those 2-2 splits, because they execute it so efficiently. Doesn't always work, but they execute in such like by the book kind of gameplay that I absolutely adore. As Joker's set, unfortunately falling to his doom. Just got knocked, he should get res, maybe. We'll have to see how that one works out. He did get flushed away, actually, by no tag team. Ooh.
Yep, Nail Up securing the first kill of the game and the first point for his side. And a little bit of loot that might be inside his box of death, so to speak. As O'Connell is going to go, hey, can I have some of this loot, please? You know, I'll give you a lift somewhere.
Feels like solo queue. The first one that gets to it gets all the loot. It's all mine.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like, I get the kill, I get the loot, you know.
So it's the unwritten rule of PUBG.
It kind of is. It kind of is. But now Istanbul Wildcats shifting on through this circle. You've MJ-Esports were firing a couple of shots in their direction. Team Moot were also firing shots in their direction. Apocalypse on that bike. It's a good vehicle for getting through Miramar because it's fast. It is hard to kind of pop off shots in that direction, although it's exposed. So if you're an expert fragger and you're a little bit lucky and you get the perfect shots off, you will find yourself lasered, even if the whole squad is looking for you. So ToWzErA from the side of Airstation, Mike being very accurate with those shots off his Hugstar and fake, looking for MJ-Esports. Stratus gets taken out. Double kill being secured on the side of Airstation Mike. Fake doing some absolute work for his team.
Doing absolutely awesome. John New, you're going to have to try and peel back just a little bit. He's backtracking with that car. The train's a little bit hard, so he's got to try and work around that. They're going to be 2 members away. Despite MJ going to be losing 2 of their main members after that push, unfortunately. But still they survive, and that's the most important part about this. Airstation Mike, though, Jazza taking a few shots. As Istanbul Wildcats, they want to get involved. They want to get jiggy-wiggy with it. Oh,
but look at ELGIGANTEN coming on through and securing those last 2 kills onto MJ-Esports. As MJ-Esports get eliminated in under 10 minutes, down in 16th place. Istanbul Wildcats are a little bit out in the open. They're taking shots off from Tempest. They're taking shots off from Airstation Mike. It's not looking too good for them in the first game of the day, and also Team MOOPHEUS are looking for them.
Yeah, just so much action. These smokes early on, they might not have as many as you're already expecting, so they have to rotate, which they are doing now. I think that's a great call from Istanbul Wildcats. BSD Apocalypse. Apocalypse actually having his other member on his back there. So 2 members on a bike might get a little bit risky, but if they do it fast and just get to safe position really fast, they should be just fine, though. PG18 also going to be holding that location. Might be trying to clash a little bit with Team Unique. They are rotating up on the the east side here. Same for Jokers.
It's kind of what I thought. It's a hill above ELGIGANTEN, so it's a high ground, it's high angle. So you've got to be a little bit careful towards the south of them. Although if they hear the vehicles of Team Unique, they might be able to catch them out right now. But this is Airstation Mike having a good start to this 3rd game of the day. As I said, I was talking to Hugstar from Airstation Mike earlier on. Had an absolute fantastic chat. Gave me some little bit of an insight. I said they're a new team, so they haven't really played with each other as much. So small mistakes, kind of not enough synergy that you do get from naturally coming together is kind of maybe what might be pulling them out a little bit. But then again, we're seeing spots and moments in these games where they look like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like they lacked a little bit of training because they went at the start of the day. They were in 3rd position overall.
Yeah,
and they were just we lack synergy, but not at all. You guys are doing absolutely awesome though. Red Foxes and Four Kings. They're going to be a little bit closer though. Red Foxes don't have all their full forces, only having 2 members. It's going to be Jevless and Kofest, and actually they're going to be trying to get the head out of this compound against Four Kings. That's in the distance. Once again, Team MOOPHEUS is just everywhere and going to be trying to deny the rotation. Kofest down to now 1/3 HP, but still shots fired back and forth. He's going to try and get to some safety. You can see that car might be exploding really soon. And here it is. One wheel does get popped off, and he does get to that hay bale. But it's going to be pretty complex. A lot of teams have different angles on top of Kofest, and I think we might lose him in the process. And there it is. The wheel's going to be popped off. That's going to be a great move from MOOPHEUS just to try and slow him down. And a headshot connects from Higgy on Four Kings. But who will secure that kill point? It will be confirmed by Manny from Four Kings.
Yep, so taking that kill away. Red Fox is losing 1 member now as this circle shift. It went very centralized in the zone. I like these Miramar circles. I really like it indeed. As Hugstar gets a knockdown onto Apocalypse from Istanbul Wildcats. I'm not surprised because Hugstar has always found himself being one of the top fraggers in any team he's been in, and he's continuing it right now in the form of Airstation Mike.
No tag team. Gonna have 2 of their members, O'Connell and Nail Up. They do see that this compound was now taken over by huge potential, though playing it full aggressive there here I don't think is really worth it. They are doing a 2-2 split, so maybe no tag team want to try and get their forces back together if they do want to do something about it. Though they are in circle, no big rotations really needed. But though, which is really interesting, is on the east side you saw Team Unique and also PG-18. PG-18, they had the mountain of El Azahar, and actually they just took out, and Team Unique just took that location away from PG-18.
Like, look at that big kind of, I wouldn't say that black hole, but that big flat land that BetterLuckNxTime are going through now. It's not really an area these teams will want to go near. BetterLuckNxTime are kind of having to do that as a 3-man kind of 3-vehicle strong team. But they're going right into the path of Four Kings, as we're seeing right now. There's also Red Foxes are also there. So it's not the wisest of position that's coming out from BetterLuckNxTime, but they're kind of making it work for now. Well,
Artix. No, you don't want to lose Artix. He's one of your top players. Feels bad, man. Sniped away by Four Kings. And Four Kings actually starting off the game was a huge splash, which I'm really happy to see this game a little bit towards Patron. Though behind them, 3 teams are rotating. It's going to be Brute Force and also Northern Lights. Northern Lights specifically, they have a bunch of cars under their control. They're getting closer and closer towards Hacienda del Patron, as though Team Unique, here it is, the fight will be coming on through of Jokers. They were trying to get a little bit closer into the circle on the east side, and now Joker's been really understanding and respectful there. They're going to be running for their life.
Yeah, because that wasn't even anything like, trying to dodge away. That was full on bullet me, cut me, body me, bullet. It was just straight up in the face, gotten taken out right now as Joker's down to 2 players, if I'm not mistaken, down in the southern side of the circle. Tab just trying to survive those shots being popped up. I've got to say, I like the fact that BetterLuckNxTime, they took the risk of going through the field. They, as a 3-man team, they managed to get into a compound. So in my opinion, that's a successful reposition.
Brute Force talking about their rotation on the west side. They're going a little bit higher up north towards the likes of water treatment. They got a lot of room. They have a bunch of compounds that they can easily take over and put under their control. So I think that should be something good for them. This fight's still going on. There's going to be huge potential. Well, it's not really a fight. It's just more of a Mexican standoff here on Miramar where nothing much is going to come out of it. And no tag team, going to be pretty respectful. They are doing a 2-1-1 split. Once again, on the high ground, they can have a lot of vision. And once again, visibility and feeding yourself information on team presence on Miramar to just try and set up your next rotations is extremely important. So just getting information from that point is really good.
It's just going to be risky if this next phase is going to shift very heavily south. It's going to put a lot of pressure. It does. That's putting a lot of pressure on the boat BetterLuckNxTime and a little bit of Four Kings. They're in a 2-2 split because they have to kind of go into the open field essentially to get into the circle. And we know with Team MOOPHEUS are kind of gatekeeping. You have ELGIGANTEN now kind of gatekeeping. Even Tempest are also kind of gatekeeping. It's going to be a little bit tough for Four Kings and BetterLuckNxTime.
So basically everyone is gatekeeping.
Well, it's going to feel that way to those two teams. It kind of will feel that way.
Jokers, the tab did escape the fight earlier was True Unique, but though he did get knocked away by PG-18. Going to be having only 1 member. Just going to be DeBoom remaining in Junkyard. Gonna have to try and take that rotation in his hand. Better luck next time. Doing a really
Told you.
nice engage. And still 4 Kings in the distance. Fate and Faultlessly gonna be scattered out by ELGIGANTEN. They do make it through.
Wow.
That was
Fair
the
play.
most complicated part to make it through, and they're going to be a little bit safer. And that was actually their frontline scouts, and now KnorkiS can actually just try and join them as they know the area is safe.
Yes and no. It's kind of safe, but it's not heavily
It's
safe.
uncircle.
There's Northern Lights there. Now, they could kind of look to gatekeep Northern Lights, but right now they're only a 2-man team. They could get a little bit of inadvertent help from ELGIGANTEN if they do play a little bit cleverly, and it goes their way. But also Northern Lights have to be careful of brute force, making our way up the north side into circle. And this is what we're talking about, Northern Lights peeking on through. I don't know if even BetterLuckNxTime are heavily aware that no tag team are there.
Now they're letting themselves open on that side, so they have no idea.
No, they
They're trying
don't
to peek
know.
the
They
other
don't know.
direction.
Yeah, they don't
KnorkiS,
know.
oh, that nice shot, jump shot on top of GRISHKAPOWER in the distance of 4 Kings. There it is. Nicely done, going to secure that kill and that flush. Extra point for them. Feels good, man. They're the angle. Now they know 100% better luck next time. They have shots on their side. And now Perfectix and Deep, they're going to get 2 different angles, which I think is great. Not going to put them in too much of a hassle. With those Spyro, when he gets there, he's going to be a huge playmaker for this engagement on the 2 remaining members of BetterLuckNxTime.
But he's also got to be a little bit aware, if he isn't, the fact that ELGIGANTEN are across that road inside the circle. And they see ahead, they see a peak, they're going to pop off those shots. So it's going to be a little bit careful on the side of Northern Lights. They're just playing a little bit safe, playing it calculated. Faultlessly does get knocked down. You talked about the flank that came through. It is going to pay off. Although Perfectus missed his shots, unfortunately. Fate is going to be put down to about 30 health. But the heal comes out on the side of Perfectix, so he should be able to get himself up to 75% health. Now it's going to be a 1v1 kind of situation, but with the help of the rest of his team, he should be able to get that kill, and the squad wipe comes through. BetterLuckNxTime, the winners of that last game, have been put down and out in 15th place.
Yeah, there's Spyro. He was doing a great flank. That's what allowed him to try and kick off that engagement against the likes of BetterLuckNxTime. Not 2 chicken dinners in a row, unfortunately for them. The Red Foxes, they're going to go for that Eastern shift. You do have a pretty nice cliff to work with here. Brute Force and also Team Unique going to be around them.
Oh no!
They're going to go for the car move.
Red Foxes?
Yeah, Javlis, he's going for the move. He's going to be that first line of engagement to try and get to a safe location. Javlis going to get a little bit of spray. One headshot comes on through and just get taken. Unfortunately, out in the back, the Red Foxes, they knew that there was a team applying pressure there. Maybe get that 1 member down, though. A little bit of shot fired back and forth with that SLR. Doesn't quite find Metabay, unfortunately, and same for Freenop. And they're going to clap right back, remaining only 1 member on the side of Brute Force. That's going to be Hawk, a little bit further back on the high ground. And this is actually a huge play from Red Foxes, and Brute Forces get eliminated by the likes of Red Foxes instantly.
But we do see Standing on the side of Team Unique looking to join in fun. Got the knockdown on the Metabay and the kill secured. So that's going to push Red Foxes back a little bit. Nail up, now proning down looking for PG-18. Rekent, I think they know he's there. He's just trying to peek on through. It is outside the circle, so it's something they're going to have to be very, very careful of this because this blue zone is closing in. A grenade now looking to be popped off. Is it going to be a Kobe? It dances on through. It wasn't cooked quite enough, and it just wasn't quite in the right way all the while. One member of Tempest managed to knock down the other member of Tempest, unfortunately, but that revive should successfully come through.
Oh, Red Foxes, Basu going to be taking that nice headshot applied by Freenop. Here it is, but unfortunately another angle that's going to be coming on through from Standing. Standing though, because he was solo, 1 more bullet was all you needed. That's going to be 3 Red Foxes taken out in now 13th position. Team Unique, their rotation's been absolutely top notch on this game today.
And they do seem to like Miramar. Tell you that much because they won a Miramar game. Day 1. They're looking pretty good in this day 3 Miramar game, although it's still kind of mid to early game. All the while, Jokers outside the circle possibly look to put a little bit of pressure on the Unique because they kind of do. They have to get those knockdowns done. Otherwise, they're not going to find a solid position. But huge potential are there inside the compound on the eastern side of the circle. So it's something that Jokers are going to be very, very aware of.
4 Kings, for once, they get pretty damn late in the game, which I'm really happy about, especially they're sticking together pretty nicely. Going to try and rotate on through. Jokers, they were starting to pick that fight with Team Unique. Unfortunately, they are backtracking. They know that a lot of teams have an angle on them, so it's going to be too much of a risk for them to take, so they're just going to backtrack off of that one. No tag team and PG-18. No tag team for the first time in this game. They're finally back as a 4 team, which is going to be huge for them as they get slowly closer to a 2-2 split of Tempest. And they're going to actually go for the compound. Nail-up is going to be that first line of engagement on their side. Yeah,
going to be a bit of a scout for a side. Get a little bit of communication. He might lose his life, but now he does have the peak of the hill, so it's going to help him a little bit. While Tempest, 2 members in that little compound. Going to be very careful. Recurrent then dies on the side of PG-18. GRISHKAPOWER in the feed, be knocked down on the hands of Perfectus for Northern Lights. Zolters, the Kobe comes through. Great calculated Kobe coming out from Zolters inside the huge potential. All the while, the counter Kobe came through at the hands of Dies onto Alrain. And Zolters now going to secure that frag onto Recurrent, putting PG-18 down a little bit. Nemrith and the Wanderer in the background, possibly going to look to throw a couple of Kobe's in the direction of huge potential. But the good thing for huge potential is they do have the barrels. They have the buildings that they kind of peek on their way through. Now, Dies and Zolters going a little bit 1v1 for now, but they're now going to back off a little bit as Greenhawk is going to hold a different little bit of an angle. The Kobe comes through. Is it going to connect onto the Wanderer? It does not, but Jokers do end up getting eliminated outside the circle.
Yeah, they tried a 3-man party. This fight just a little bit too early, and unfortunately got taken out of the picture on that eastern rotation. Still, PG-18, 3 members, 4 members remaining on the side of huge potential. They're going to try and push on through just a little bit. This fight's still ongoing. We can go over to the point of view of 4 Kings. 4 Kings, unfortunately, going to be going up against the side of Tempest, but though PG-18 Diaz is going to be on the backside, going to be taken out of the picture for this skirmish at least. Might get res later. Nemrith and Wanderer are going to try and do this now as a 2-man team, but Wanderer going to be remaining, and that will be the end of the means for PG-18 in 11th position.
Huge potential, holding on to a compound, keeping it on their side as they do manage to survive all the while standing. Got a cheeky kill secure at the hands of Alrain for huge potential, putting them down to 2 players. Let's not forget that it is outside the circle, Maxman, so they have to exit it. Standing is inside the circle, so he's looking to gatekeep, but he's being put down to 59 health, so he's going to have to back off a tiny bit. Going to throw a smoke grenade to try and keep himself well protected as Grag and Dez out. They flank and they kind of hold different angles in different positions, but they are outside the circle.
Yeah, this is just great. They know that they're positioning. This is forcing out rotation from huge potential. Going to be Zolters and EHOT remaining. And they're just going to try and play the long game as EHOT going to get a little bit close and personal. Disu, be careful, does have an angle as he goes out in the open. Going to be a little bit scary at this point in time, but here it is. Disu going to be knocked away. Going to be remaining 2 members on their side. But actually, huge potential, doing great with what's given to them. Just get an instant flush on top of Disu. Going to be turning this fight into now a 2v2 against Team Unique. Standing still, that position that you talked about earlier, so good. He did pop a smoke earlier just to try and res back up just a little bit, but now Grag finds that kill instantly on top of EHOT. Going to be now just a 2v1. Zolters going to be lasered on through by standing in the distance, and he's going to be taken over by Grag with the headshot. Huge potential now in 10th position. 9 teams remaining.
But Northern Lights going, hey, you guys gatekeep, we want to gatekeep you. Let's see what can happen. Standing, put down to 40 health. GRISHKAPOWER on the side of 4 Kings. They're still going strong. Knocks down 1 member of Airstation Mike. Airstation Mike hold a nice positional compound inside the circle as Marcelek does take down 1 member of Team MOOPHEUS. It is on the northwestern side of the circle, but this is Northern Lights looking to take down Team Unique. Spyro finding the angles, knock down Greg, standing the only one left alive on the side of Team Unique. Is that squad right going to go through? Both teams fighting against this blue zone, standing down to about 30 health behind that tree. Kobe comes through, it still doesn't connect, and he's managed to heal himself up to about 75% as the Team Unique get eliminated. Deep Hole finds the angle, and they're going to go out in 8th place.
Yeah, the gatekeeper getting gatekeeped by Northern Lights, unfortunately for Team Unique. Still, despite that, they did an absolutely awesome game, and now the circle. Let's focus on the teams that are in circle. On the southern section is going to be Team Unique. Team Tempest. Also going to have no tag team, and also 4 Kings Manny going to be a little bit split away from his team, done a 3-1 split. Got to keep that in mind. But Istanbul Wildcats still really good position overall.
It's working for 4 Kings because we've seen them quietly kind of pop off on the kill feed. We've seen the mini map where it's kind of been Manny's been doing absolutely fantastically on his own. So credit is due. 4 Kings finding Miramar in the strength of their hands, and they need a good result. coming into today's games in last place, this Miramar chicken dinner would work wonders for their mentality, for their confidence going into the last game of the day. As ELGIGANTEN in the northwards angle, blast on looking for him, not quite finding it with the Mini 14 because he was in that bike, and it does roll around the map pretty fast.
Yeah, ELGIGANTEN, they're going to be between the 3 teams, Istanbul Wildcats, 4Kings, and also Northern Lights. Even though I'm not sure that Istanbul Wildcats is really going to get involved with this one. Airstation Mike have such a good position to defend, so much a point of pressure on most of these teams. Spyro takes 39 damage to the face by Marcelek and KnorkiS, though there's going to be a kill coming on through, just a knock out. And also, no tag team. They did lose one of their members. Going to get res back up normally, but 4Kings, they're going to try and force on through this fight on ELGIGANTEN. Just try and get a better angle of point. As you see, KnorkiS pushing slowly up towards the forces of Northern Lights, as Northern Lights lose OK Bro in the process. Yeah,
that knockdown was taken away by Airwaves, but ELGIGANTEN took the kill. So now Higgy's gonna pop off a couple of shots with that Mini 14. Gonna try for it. Manny got the knockdown onto O'Connell. Cleve got the knockdown onto Yannick. And now we find themselves no tag team in a situation where there's only 2 members left standing. That Kobe comes out. It doesn't connect quite. Although Gibbet was able to get the revive onto O'Connell, putting no tag team in a situation where there's still 4 men strong. If that 4th revive can come through, all the while in the opposite end of the circle, it is going to be Airstation Mike and Northern Lights coming together. But who's going to come out on top in this compound push? Is no tag team going to be able to find the right angles, find the right peaks, or are Tempest going to just be able to stay protected and actually get a bit of inadvertent help, possibly from 4Kings?
Northern Lights, Deep, and Spyro, they want to try and do something here about Airstation Mike, as the shift did go away from this compound, so this fight maybe not the best that you're looking for, but though ELGIGANTEN, they can just try and find a nice point of entry into the next phase, though 4Kings are going to try and deny that once again. ToWzErA going to try and pull the reverse engagement, actually, and here it is, the first knock and actually flush on top of Deep will be happening. Going to be remaining as Northern Lights with 1 member on their side, and as I say, that Spyro going to be taken out of the picture instantly. Airstation Mike's pulling the reverse engagements on Northern.
I think Hugstar was maybe duping me when he said that they didn't have that much synergy, because as a full squad taking out the side of Northern Lights, damn boy, you guys are looking good, as we are down to 6 teams, 18 players left standing. Only 2 teams have full squads up. That's 4Kings. So happy to hear that. And Airstation Mike, Tempest have 3, no tag team have 3, ELGIGANTEN have 2, and Istanbul Wildcats, a winner chicken dinner already today, still have 2 members up.
Yeah, but they are in this small building, in this small shack. 1 grenade is all you need to try and shut them down, but they haven't given their position away. As Airstation Mike, they said it earlier, they're going to give up that compound, as once again, no tag team, and also Tempest have such a good angle on top of them. The kill feed is popping up. Airstation Mike taking no tag team out in 6th position, 5 teams remaining, and they are flipping this game on its head, as now Tempest going to be also fighting with 2 members of 4Kings. 4Kings going to be losing Higgy and also Manny in the process. Tempest doing so good in that engagement, but now Airstation Mike going to be going a little bit down south to try and pick that fight and force it through to try and slow down Tempest's engagement.
Man, Airstation Mike are ripping on through in this Miramar game. Took down no tag team, took down 1 member of 4Kings. They're on 8 kills already in this game, and with another 8 players, another 8 potential kills for their side. Hugstar getting a knockdown on the Wookie Bookie. Can the kill come through? Have they got any grenades? I know ToWzErA doesn't have any grenades, but let's not forget about the mighty myth of ELGIGANTEN. KnorkiS is still going strong. He's going to try and find the right angle on the 1 member of 4Kings, as ToWzErA and the rest of Airstation Mike take down Tempest, who are eliminated in 4th place. We did see ELGIGANTEN get taken down in 5th place, so 3 teams left standing. It is going to be the side of 4Kings, Istanbul Wildcats, and Airstation Mike, who still have a full squad up, Max.
Yeah, Istanbul Wildcats actually on Miramar, they won a game last time, was exactly their situation, just snaking on through in this 1 shack and just securing the chicken dinner at the very, very end. But once again, the high ground and having that split coming on through, especially from Airstation Mike, that 2-2 is just absolutely awesome. 2 points of pressure on the members of 4Kings. Now 4Kings actually going to be like trying to do also a 1-1 split to try and work on through. They do have a nice angle to work with, but only one member, unfortunately. Blast on going to be lasered on through and stolen away by Lazar, and they've given their position away, and now Airstation Mike, they know exactly where to focus on.
Man, Airstation Mike with that 2-2 split is working out so strongly, but they're taking it into their control. Maxon, they're being aggressive, they're being forward-thinking. Hugstar, one of the top kill leaders of this game.
Whoa.
Fantastic shots coming out from ToWzErA. Takes down GRISHKAPOWER, takes down 4 Kings. It's down to Istanbul Wildcats and Airstation Mike. It's a 4v2 situation, my dude.
Istanbul Wildcat, they want that chicken. They want their 4th win here in the Group B of PEL Contenders. Can they make it on through, though? The circle is slowly closing on through. This fight might not go too far, but though, if they still have some grenades on the side of Airstation Mike, they could be huge for this game. Just a little off-peak from Apocalypse going to be coming on through. Laza still in the building, going to try and maybe come out to try and avoid those grenades, but still, the circle is coming on through. I want to see where it's going to shift.
I reckon it's going to shift towards Airstation Mike, because this whole game has just been Airstation Mike, especially the final couple of circles, mainly down to their own fantastic gameplay. But Laza, now they're going to get on the bike. I like that coming out from Istanbul Wildcats, but they're going into the blue zone. Are they actually going to go suiciding?
Yeah.
Yes, they are going to go suiciding. They're going to deny the point. And you know what? You take the point away, you don't give it over to your opponent. It's a viable strategy in PUBG. They still end up in 2nd place overall. Great play coming out from Istanbul Wildcats at the end, just to kind of be clever. But Airstation Mike, man, Airstation Mike popped off in that game. I think they got a total of 10 kills. As I said, when I talked to Hugstar, he mentioned about the team really kind of just forming together, kind of maybe lacking the synergy that you get from playing in these games. But as we're getting into these days, man, taking out Northern Lights, amazing.
Seeing this game on Miramar, it seemed like they played together for like 10 years. Like they've just known each other since
like
kindergarten, and just popped off in that game on Miramar. These 2-2 splits, especially at the end, they can be risky, right? But when you have that synergy and that communication, that's all you need. They played it so well. As we've gone over the highlights once again of this 3rd game of the day on Miramar, and that was so nice. I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
But though 4 Kings actually really surprising performance. And late game, still the 2-2 split worked on also pretty well. I'm really proud to see the 4 Kings. They are slowly improving their overall standings and score in their games. A lot going on.
Yeah, and as we did see, 4 Kings were doing a lot of work. Another team that, again, had a fantastic game in Miramar. They popped off, they kept together, but they were also splitting up in the right moments towards the late stage of the game. They had a bit of a quiet performance on the camera feed, but on the kill feed, they were making waves.
This fight, there was also a pretty big wave. So many teams, 3-man party in this skirmish actually early on, which was really interesting. And I think that once again, Team Unique, they are making me completely change my vision about 2-2 splits, and they worked out really well. A few fights coming on through, but they just gatekeep this circle so well. Unfortunately, Northern Lights, they got involved. Spyro did absolutely awesome in that 2-2 fight up against Team Unique, and then Standing was the last one remaining. Got actually a nice knock on the side on OK Bro. He did get flushed on later on through, but you got to still give huge props to that team.
That's what I was talking about. Manny was doing great work, but no tag team, again, taken out by Airstation Mike. So Airstation Mike took down ELGIGANTEN. They took down Tempest. They took down Northern Lights. They were just ripping through every single chat. And this was the end where Istanbul Wildcats took the safe choice of just dying to the play zone, denying the points. But here's the point standings from match 11. MJ-Esports, BetterLuckNxTime. The only 2 teams to get 0 points.
Yeah, and also I want to talk about real quick also again that the fact that they went to deny those points away. 2 points is something you can't really overlook, and I think that was a really smart play. But look at that Airstation Mike, another game was a team get over 20 points.
Highest,
23.
That's the highest
record.
Point.
It was 22, I believe.
I think it was 22.
Now it's 23. Our record taken over by Airstation Mike. 4 Kings. I am so proud of 4 Kings. I have to say they got their first game in 2-digit numbers. And I expect a little bit more in the future because they showed what they can do. And if they keep that continuity on board, they can definitely get in that top 8.
As I said, when 4 Kings have a good game, they have a damn good game. But ToWzErA getting 4 kills on the side of Airstation Mike, followed by stand-in from Team Unique and Hugstar. Am I not really surprised? 2 Airstation Mike
They engage on
players
tempers.
in the top 3 of the kill feed. Yeah.
They engaged on tempers at the end just
I know,
to try to
crazy.
get them out of position as they were trying to race
Wow.
back up. Didn't have time. Unknown. This is like the second player. I guess
Unknown
was
of
over
unknown.
1,000.
Yeah.
After, like, unknown, who is it? I'm not sure. But we did have one player then that got that. I'm pretty sure it is ToWzErA. I'm like
It is
99.9999%
If it's
sure
not
it is.
ToWzErA, then I will eat a
my
pen.
hat.
I will eat a pen.
A pen? Okay,
Yeah.
don't touch my pen. I already broke it. Please.
Yeah, I know. So this is the overall standings after 11 games in Group B. Airstation Mike,
Whoa.
after that Miramar game, holding on to the top spot. But it's close because Istanbul Wildcats are only 3 points behind. But then you do have a bit of a gap. There is a bit of a points difference between Istanbul Wildcats and Northern Lights.
Yeah, it can start to get a little bit high on board. This is also the first time, I believe, the way Istanbul Wildcats is known first position this time around. And a lot of teams actually... after it's just easy, it's just a few points, the difference.
I know. I've just kind of spotted ELGIGANTEN in 4th place on 69 points. And even Tempest in 13th place on 49 points. That's 20 points difference dividing the guts of 11 positions. That's kind of nothing. And with half of those kind of 11 positions being outside of the top 8 that these teams are fighting for, it's leading to some very spicy kind of games and some point standings and of course the changes in positions as we will see through the evolution of this phase 3.
Talking about spicy, next game, where's it going to be? It's going to be on Sanahawk. The jungle map going to be really fun. Last time it was taken over by Jokers. Let's see if they can do it again. Just see you back in just a few short minutes.